What's up, friends? This is Jazz bringing you another For Better or For Worse vlog number 24. Alright, let's get on to it. The first one is from July 2nd of 1986, and Ann Nicholas just had her third child, Leah. Surprisingly, the name of my dog. And I'll go into the narration now. Ellie's like, "What do you mean? She's not perfect, Anne. She looks perfect to me." "Count her fingers, Ellie. Leah has 6 fingers on each hand." "Was it something I ate? Was it something I did? Ellie, what did I do wrong?" Well, before we go on to this a little more, I am going to say that there is a version that was made in 2015, which is not very much different than the other. So a lot of parents feel that if something goes wrong with their children, whether they have an extra limb or one limb less or whatever, or those are just examples that they did something wrong, and sometimes, very rarely, they did. Like, if a parent knows very well that drinking is wrong, or taking drugs or smoking is wrong during pregnancy, and they do it, then they have done something wrong. Even if they don't know how do I put it? Let's just say that there's a very few examples that it can be the person's fault, pregnant woman's fault. But in Annie's case, from what I've read, she had done nothing wrong. She wasn't a drinker. She wasn't a smoker. Well, I don't think she was a smoker, but I think during pregnancy she knows not to. So she's a very caring and loving mother. So, honestly, with Anne, or Annie, they spell it and call it different things, different times. But, honestly, she has what they call a mother's guilt, where they feel that it's their fault, something is wrong with their child, or something happened to their child, which Anne has no reason to feel. Because she really didn't do anything wrong. But it's interesting that Leah thumbs and fingers, it is removed. They are removed later, but honestly, it makes it kind of cool. My cat has an extra toe on both paws. We never removed our cats, because it's not, it doesn't hurt her. In fact, it helps her. Maybe it's harder for a human to have extra fingers or toes than it is for animals, but for my cat, it's kind of a positive thing, because she has a better grip because of it. So, sometimes these things can be amazing, and no matter what, you're kind of beautiful just the way you are. Now, the next strip is from July 28th, 1989. And, well, Elizabeth and Michael have a surprise for Ellie. Let's read it and see what it is. "Are you ready, Mom? We got a surprise for you. A, totally awesome surprise." This was from 1989, so Michael is about 13, 14-ish. I think. Wait, 1989. Oh boy, about 13. But anyway, Uncle Phil broke 3 balloons at the fair and won this genuine gold plaster. Ow! Oh my god, that is creepy. "He said we could give it to you. Neat, huh? Why would he give away such a great prize?" And Ellie's thinking, he must be paying me back for something I did to him. Yeah, honestly, that owl is ugly, as I just reacted before. I think Phil, Obviously, I can't say that what did Ellie ever do to Phil, because maybe she didn't purposely do anything. Well, as a kid, maybe she did something, but her constant nagging, the constant nagging isn't just saved for her husband and her kids. She often does it to those she cares about too. I mean, she's more lenient with her friends than with family, but even friends aren't completely immune. Like, I think with Connie, her best friend, she's maybe not nagged her necessarily, but not even criticized in a mean way, but kind of told her, well, you're better than that. Or there was a situation where Connie added the paint to find love, and Ellie said that was a stupid thing to do. Okay, I know I'll go to that strip later when I get to it. I'm just saying that her nagging isn't reserved for just her family, but it is strong with her family. So Phil maybe said, okay, I had enough. Here, have it. It resembles you so much. Or something. I don't know, but the owl is a absolutely horrifying thing. I would hate to have that thing stare at me. But yeah, I think we got a few pretty good strips. We got one that was like, what, 8 years old, and one that, not 8 years old, but that's stupid. One from 8 years after she started, because she started in 1979, and one from 10 years since she started. So that is awesome. Like, we're getting back there. I kind of like to get the earlier strips because it's closest to the beginning that I can get to. Because I did decide to kind of go with the random because it's a little more fun, and I will maybe through the overview and the reviews, I will explain a little bit about the characters, if new ones come up and that. Like, in the last strip with Annie Nicholas, her husband Steve is serially unfaithful, but yet she still stays with him, will they say. Like, it's interesting. Like, they all have interesting backstories that I just love and I relate to, and that's probably why this strip is so popular in Canada and in some other countries too. I think in the US people have heard of it, just not as well known as things like the Peanuts and all that. Actually, the creator of this strip was personal friends with the creator of the Peanuts, Charles. And it's interesting, like, some of the stories she told, even in the treasuries I have. But anyway, guys, I think that is enough talking. I did the 2 strips, so if you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel and like what you see, please subscribe. It helps this channel a lot. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so you'll know when new videos are coming out. And I will see you guys in my next video.